What's up, everybody? Today on the channel, I wanted to talk about a massive update about the God of War Amazon Prime series. So, if you guys don't know, God of War is one of my favorite franchises of all time. I am a massive gamer, for those of y'all that don't know. I love video games. Video games is one of my biggest hobbies in life, and I'm a big gamer. I have been for over 15 years now. I'm 24 years old. I've been playing video games for most of my life. And God of War is one of my favorites. So, unfortunately, they have to recast Ryan Hurst. So, if you guys don't know, Ryan Hurst was cast as Kratos in this God of War series. And unfortunately, he has to get recast because, and this is really sad, guys, because he injured himself on set and he apparently tore a um tore a bicep. And this comes from Deadline. This comes from Deadline. So this is as official gets. So it's real. They have to recast Kratos. Now, I just feel really bad for Ryan Hurst, man. Like, he is such a gifted actor and such, like, his screen presence is 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 strong, really strong. um if you guys don't know who Ryan Hurst is, he played Opie on Sons of Anarchy. I haven't watched Sons of Anarchy. He voiced Lobo in um the Tomorrowverse, where Jensen Ackles played Batman. I mean, voiced Batman, and Darren Criss voiced Superman. Um, he, what else did he do? Oh, and the most important thing to the God of War name is he he voiced and did the mocapture for Thor in God of War Ragnarok. And I, well, I think he would have been an incredible Kratos. He would have been an incredible Kratos, but unfortunately, he has to get recast because he injured himself on set, and a an injury like tearing a bicep isn't gonna be like a quick, oh, we can take a month off and he'll be better. No, this injury, guys, takes up to a year to recover from. Like I asked my dad, is the injury as bad as people were saying? And he's like, yeah, buddy. A bicep will take a year to recover. So, unfortunately, he has to be recast. Now, I have two options that I would love to see as Kratos. So they are clearly basing this version of they are clearly basing this show off of the God of War Norse mythology games, right? God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. Um so who could I see replacing Ryan Hurst as Kratos in this show? I have two names. They're both big names. One of them they're both two of my favorite actors. Um one of them is my favorite actor of all time, right? And and the other one I also really respect. He's in my top 5 actors of all time as well. So the first option I have is Hugh Jackman. Now, before you guys are like, Hugh Jackman's way too old to play Kratos. No, he's not. Because Kratos in God of War 2018 is older. Like, obviously, since it's God of War, Kratos doesn't have an age because it's God of War. It's fictional and it's mythology and stuff like that. But Kratos, um, like, I would envision Kratos as like 45, maybe mid 50s. Hugh Jackman is in his mid 50s. Hugh Jackman has the screen presence, has the acting has the acting ability to play Kratos, and I could see him being a good father to Atreus, or being a good Kratos to the person they have playing Atreus. Now, um, I would love to see Hugh Jackman in the role as Kratos. Now, Hugh Jackman is my favorite actor. If you guys don't know, my three favorite actors on the planet are Hugh Jackman, Cynthia Erivo, and Denzel Washington. Right? I have a lot of favorite actors, and I have a lot of acting influences because you guys know I want to become an actor one day. Right? And I love to act. I love to sing. I love to rap. I love to produce music. I love to tell stories. I love to play characters. I love to do all that stuff. I love to do all that stuff. So Hugh Jackman is one of my favorite actors. Hugh Jackman, I think he could do it. I think I think he would be an incredible Kratos. And I think like and if you say that, like, imagine it if they say that Hugh Jackman is playing Kratos in this God of War series, it would draw eyes to the God of War series, right? That maybe haven't played the video game before. It would draw eyes if they cast Hugh Jackman as Kratos, and I think he would do a great job. I really do. I think because when most people think of the God of War games, they think like the 2018 and Ragnarok, they think of boy, right? But this, like 2018 and Ragnarok, and even the older ones, like from the 2000s and stuff like that, right? Um, which I love those games. Like I am Greek. My name is Noah Vrionis. Vrionis is a Greek name. I am Greek. So I love when Greek myths and Greek mythology gets adapted into a property. I love that stuff because I'm Greek, right? So I love those games. I love all the God of War games, all right? And I hope in the TV show they cover some of the Greek stuff, right? But for all that, you have Kratos getting very angry, like, ah! But you also have the emotional side of Kratos. You have the 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 um the 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 more like Kratos being a father version of Kratos. You also have Kratos being a warrior badass, but you have that type of like Kratos is a more complex character than just Zeus. I will destroy Mount Olympus. He's more than just that. Like even if you really pay attention to from the like I know they're remaking the God of War trilogy, which I'm very excited for that. Right? Right? Um even though it's probably gonna take years and years and years and years and years and years and years for that to come out. I'm very excited to see what they do with the remakes of the God of War trilogy. But even if you go back to the beginning of God of War, like, yes, Kratos gets angry. Yes, he's the God of War. Yes, he kills a bunch of gods, which is badass. Yes, he does all that stuff. But he's also a emotional guy. He also shows emotion. He also is is a hero and a father and a friend and 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 a person that 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 we all love Kratos, right? Well, most people love Kratos that have played the God of War games, right? So I think Hugh Jackman could do that. I think Hugh Jackman could play all the elements of Kratos. I think he's the right age for it, right? I think because you need an older actor to play the version of Kratos that they're using in this TV show, right? Because this Kratos is a father, right? Like to an uh I'm gonna say like 12 or 14-year-old boy, right? You need somebody that when they speak, they sound wise, right? And Hugh Jackman could do that. Hugh Jackman could obviously do the anger parts of Kratos because he's Wolverine, right? Right? Hugh Jackman could obviously do that. Hugh Jackman could do the emotional parts. Like if you guys haven't seen Song Sung Blue with him and Kate Hudson, go watch that movie immediately. Like that movie is amazing, amazing. And um, shout out to my best friend Evan LeBlanc. I think one of the best movies that I've ever seen. It's a movie called Prisoners. It's directed by Denis Villeneuve, the guy who directs the Dune movies, right? Um, and is gonna direct the next James Bond movie, right? If you guys haven't seen Prisoners, go watch Prisoners. um, it's Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal. Hugh Jackman could definitely play Kratos, and he could definitely do a great job playing Kratos. Now, the other guy that is also one of my favorite actors, and also like I really respect this guy. Um, and he's gonna be in a new Highlander movie, and he's already working with Amazon on a Warhammer 40K series. Henry Cavill. I think Henry Cavill is a phenomenal actor. Phenomenal actor. I think he's an incredible actor. I think he could bring the presence to Kratos that Kratos needs. I think you could see Henry Cavill playing a father to somebody. You you could see you could see you could see Henry Cavill, same thing as Hugh Jackman. He could do the angry parts, and he could do the emotional parts, and he can do all the things that make Kratos Kratos, right? Now, as I always say, adaptations don't copy and paste, they adapt. So I don't know how like one to one this series is gonna be to the games, but um I'm still really excited for it because they have dope people behind it. So yeah, like for me, I think Henry Cavill would be a phenomenal Kratos. I think he's in the right age range. I think and people love Henry Cavill. I love Henry Cavill. Like he's not my favorite Superman, but I still love Henry Cavill. I'll see anything that I know Henry Cavill's in. I'll see anything that Hugh Jackman's in, right? Right? Um and I think these two guys would either one of them would do a phenomenal job playing Kratos, and they can both still do action. Like I haven't seen this one yet, but Hugh Jackman just came out with a movie with Bill Skarsgård and Jodie Comer, and directed by um uh Michael Skarnowski, um called The Death of Robin Hood. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I've seen the trailer. Hugh Jackman is in a full prosthetic like beard and like bodysuit, and he's playing a Robin Hood who is at the end of his life, and the movie apparently, according to other people, is incredibly violent but also incredibly moving, and like people have compared it to Logan. So I haven't seen it yet. I'm very excited to see it eventually, but I haven't seen it yet. And I will be reviewing that movie, The Death of Robin Hood, on the channel eventually once I see it. but I'm incredibly excited to see it. Hugh Jackman is also doing a movie with Ridley Scott um that's a sequel to Treasure Island, and that movie obviously is gonna have a lot of action in it as well. Um, and also, Hugh Jackman is probably in Doomsday and Secret Wars. So, obviously, the man can still do action. Henry Cavill, as I said, he's filming a Highlander movie right now which I'm very, very, very excited for, with the director of John Wick, Chad Stahelski, and or the creator of John Wick, Chad Stahelski, and that movie also has a very stacked cast as well. Karen Gillan, Henry Cavill, Dave Bautista, Russell Crowe. I forget who else is in it, but a lot of other really cool people. And then, as I said, Henry Cavill's filming a Warhammer, or he's going to be filming a Warhammer series for Amazon. So yeah, I think these two, I think these two guys would would be great options for Kratos. Now, I want to make it very clear. I'm not saying that these two guys are the only people that can play Kratos. I'm not a casting agent. I'm just a guy that wants to be an actor one day and that really looks up to these two guys, that thinks these two guys would do a great job playing Kratos. And again, I'm really, really, really sad for Ryan Hurst. I think Ryan Hurst would have done a great, great fucking job as Kratos. Um, but unfortunately, they have to recast, right? So these two guys, I think they would draw names. I think they would draw people to the project, right? Like all of us gaming nerds and all of us gamers are gonna be watching this show, right? All of us gamers are gonna be watching this show. But I'm talking about the people that don't even know what God of War is, and they see Henry Cavill or they see Hugh Jackman on a poster, and then they're like, "I'll check that out," right? So yeah, like I would lose my shit if either one of these two names were cast. Again, I'm not a casting director. I'm not a casting agent, right? So this video is just my opinion, but I think these two guys would do a great job playing Kratos, and I would love to see either one of these two guys play Kratos, and it would kind of be a redemption. Well, yeah, it would kind of be like yeah, it would kind of be like a redemption because Netflix fired Henry Cavill for Henry Cavill had to leave The Witcher because it wasn't following the games enough. I think playing Kratos for Henry Cavill would be kind of like a, hey, I stopped playing Geralt, but I get to play another cool ass video game character, right? And Hugh Jackman, I think Pedro Pascal does a great job as the HBO version of Joel, right? I think he does, but I wanted him to play Joel Miller so bad, right? Right? So if I get Hugh Jackman as Kratos, I'll be ecstatic as well. And I'll be ecstatic and I'll be very, very, very excited about either one of these guys getting the role of Kratos. And yeah, again, I am not a casting director. I am not a casting agent. I am not the creator of this show, right? Um if it's not one of these two, I'm not gonna be upset. I would just love to see it be one of these two that plays Kratos. And yeah, again, I hope Ryan Hurst gets better, and I hope he heals, and I hope we get to see him in more cool things. And yeah, so thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Who do you think would be a great Kratos? And have you guys played the God of War video games before? And um and yeah, like, and I think we are getting this series next year. I think because if we are, that would be cool because we're also getting God of War La Fey next year, the next video game in the God of War series. So I would be very, very excited for that. And I am very excited for all the God of War stuff that we are getting in the future. So yeah, thank y'all so much. What do you guys think? Who do you guys think would be some good names for Kratos? Like some good actors to play Kratos? And yeah, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day, and God bless you guys.